Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put us...
Your Texas
at the 22. Quarterback empties his backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. At the 45, on his way. He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups, because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
They'll try it over the left side. Fighting off the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab on the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown LSU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver? I
love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Just plowing down the field. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, just keeps firing. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. On third and long, he'll need to throw it downfield. Looking to take a shot. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Texas!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
They'll line up to go for two. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two, and they go on top 8-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. Giving him his pads. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Right back to the well. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Here's the handoff. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Run in the red zone. It's Durham. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
LSU right back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Makes his man miss. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver shows motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's looking to throw it. He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Going up top on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take another shot here. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They want to throw it. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll leave it with him. Bringing the heat. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Trying to beat the D deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 14, LSU 7.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to pass. They're trying to get to him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. At the 30. He's at the 20. Can you believe that? Scooped up that fumble and took it all the way back for 2.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Durham. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it, it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play.
Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, LSU! And the defense doing work. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And he makes the extra point. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover.
Texas.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
He wants to go deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the third quarter.
37, Texas, 26.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's held. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
They want that clock to run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll throw it on first down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws them to within a field goal. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
Wide out in motion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll go right back to him. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. LSU quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Fast motion from the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Working that left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Number 8, Indiana.
That is just how the coach...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Motion from the offense. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Fights off a defender. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And tackled there by the defense. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, better look out. Oh, look out on the right. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Forward and finds his man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Ward. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes one man miss.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Might as well give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Looking left. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Miami.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he puts through the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the...
The expressway is wide open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
To the air, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Leaves it with the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the air, it's Ward. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution...
And he intercepts it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball no score.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. LSU quick to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On his way from around the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds us back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Wide out in motion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Coming after him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Canes.
And I at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing run.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. LSU right back to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a
touchdown, Miami! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 7.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
LSU 14.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a
unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And they did tack on the extra point. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, and coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The Tigers in the hurry up. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Keeps looking downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Taylor. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He wants to pass it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Fast motion from the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on all.
Going for the big play. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.